"Why are you so quiet?" They always ask it with concern, like silence is a symptom. You smile, shrug, say you're just listening. What you don't say is that while they're talking, you're running full system diagnostics, tracking micro expressions, noticing tone shifts, reading subtext in pauses, processing emotional undercurrents they don't even know they're broadcasting. By the time dinner ends, you're exhausted. Not from the conversation, from the constant absorption. You're not shy. You're not awkward. You're not missing some critical social gene. There's something profound happening in your brain that makes you fundamentally different from people who can socialize for hours without needing recovery time. What I'm about to tell you will transform how you understand yourself. You're not disconnected. You're an emotional Wi-Fi router, processing every signal in range, and that requires bandwidth management. Here's what nobody tells you about self-sufficient introverts. They can be warm, engaging, fully present in social interaction. But there's a cost most people don't see. Their nervous system processes every social moment differently. Neuroscientists call this sensory processing sensitivity. Translation: your nervous system picks up significantly more detail in every interaction than average. A 2-hour dinner party feels like running a marathon while everyone else treats it like a warm-up. Research suggests this wiring may involve enhanced activity in brain regions that process sensory and emotional information. You're not weak. You're not antisocial. You're high resolution in a standard definition world. But it goes deeper than just processing more information. The reward system in your brain operates on completely different fuel. Most people get their neurochemical high from external stimulation. Parties, networking, constant interaction. You get yours from something entirely different. Your brain likely runs more on acetylcholine than dopamine. Acetylcholine activates during deep focus, introspection, and solitary learning. Dopamine fires during social bonding and novel external experiences. You're not avoiding people, you're seeking your optimal neurochemical state. Reading alone on a Friday night feels more energizing than a networking event for a reason. Research on introvert brain chemistry suggests acetylcholine pathways activate during quiet, focused activities the same way dopamine pathways activate in extroverts during group settings. Same reward. Different source. Neither is superior. In social situations, you're often completely exhausted while everyone else is just getting started. Why? You're doing something they're not. Psychologists call this high emotional intelligence combined with thin boundaries. Translation: you're unconsciously absorbing the emotional states of everyone in the room simultaneously. You can tell someone's genuinely upset even when they're smiling and insisting they're fine. Research on empathetic processing suggests that highly sensitive people show heightened neural response to others' emotional states. It's not that you can't handle people, it's that you're handling everyone at once, whether you want to or not. During conversation, you're simultaneously running background processes most people don't even have. Tracking body language, cataloging tone shifts, reading subtext, noticing what's not being said. Research shows self-sufficient introverts demonstrate significantly higher prefrontal cortex activation during social interaction. Translation: your executive function, your analysis and pattern recognition, and reading between the lines is constantly running at full capacity. Small talk feels like work because you're processing layers of information that don't exist in surface conversation. Deep one-on-one discussions feel energizing because all that processing power finally has something substantial to work with. You're not overthinking. You're running high-fidelity processing that requires significant energy. It's advanced analytic software running as background processes most people's brains don't even have installed. Society treats self-sufficiency like a personality flaw. Why are you so quiet? You need to be more social. But anthropologists discovered something that flips the entire script. In evolutionary terms, people like you weren't the outcasts. You were the sentinels. Anthropologists studying hunter-gatherer societies found that tribes relied on individuals who stayed back, observed carefully, processed deeply, and noticed threats others missed. These weren't antisocial outsiders, they were the early warning system. You spot red flags in people or situations months before everyone else catches on. Your tendency to observe rather than immediately engage, to process before acting, to need recovery time after intense social exposure, these aren't bugs in your personality. They're features that kept entire communities alive. Self-sufficiency isn't a social deficit. It's a survival specialization that protected the group while everyone else was busy bonding. In the modern world, this wiring might be more valuable than ever. Think about where we are right now. Constant notifications, always-on culture, social media engineered to trigger dopamine hits every 30 seconds. Most people are completely addicted to external validation. Their self-worth is directly tied to likes, comments, shares. How many people showed up? Who texted back? Psychologists call this social media dependency and external validation seeking. Their emotional stability requires constant input from outside sources. They panic when their phone dies while you feel a strange sense of relief. Research on social media use and mental health suggests that individuals who derive self-worth from external metrics report significantly higher anxiety and lower life satisfaction than those with internal regulation. They need perpetual connection to feel okay. You have built-in emotional regulation that doesn't collapse without constant external input. You're not disconnected from reality. You're anti-fragile. You're not missing out. You're protected from a system designed to exploit the need for external validation. So what does this all actually mean? Your nervous system processes at higher resolution. You run on acetylcholine, not dopamine. You absorb emotional data unconsciously. Your prefrontal cortex analyzes constantly. These aren't separate quirks. They're one integrated system. Most people need constant external input to feel engaged with life. You're already fully present in your own experience. Research on intrinsic versus extrinsic motivations suggests self-sufficient individuals report higher long-term life satisfaction because their contentment isn't dependent on external circumstances. You're not avoiding life. You're deeply engaged with it, on your own terms. And there's an advantage nobody talks about. Most people collect dozens of surface-level friendships requiring constant maintenance. You cultivate few deep bonds that actually sustain you. Quality over quantity isn't compromise. It's optimization. The next time your phone lights up with plans you don't want to make, remember this. You're not antisocial. You're not cold. You're not broken. Your nervous system is calibrated for depth, not breadth. Internal processing, not external stimulation. Your emotional bandwidth is finite and precious, and protecting it isn't selfish. It's necessary. Honor your wiring. Choose your energy investments carefully. Prioritize quality over quantity in every domain. You're not disconnected from life. You're just running on your own bandwidth, processing at your own frequency. That's not a limitation. That might just be your superpower.